Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the one and only Steve McQueen. With his rugged charm, daredevil spirit, and unforgettable performances, McQueen left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. From his early days as a rebellious teenager to his rise as a Hollywood legend, McQueen's life was a true American story of grit, determination, and talent. Born to William and Lillian McQueen, Steve was the son of a stunt pilot who abandoned the family when Steve was just 8 years old. This event would have a profound impact on McQueen's life, shaping his relationships and informing his future choices. After his father's departure, McQueen's mother moved the family to Missouri, where they lived with her parents on a farm in Slater. The rolling hills, vast open spaces, and rustic lifestyle of rural Missouri would instill in Steve a love of nature and a sense of adventure that would stay with him throughout his life. As a young boy, McQueen attended elementary school in Slater, where he excelled in sports, particularly baseball and football, and developed a strong competitive spirit. In 1944, when Steve was 14 years old, his family moved to Los Angeles, California, where his mother had hopes of finding work in the film industry. The move would prove to be a pivotal moment in McQueen's life, exposing him to the glamour and excitement of Hollywood. He attended Andrew Jackson High School in the San Fernando Valley, where he became fascinated with acting and began to dream of a career in the entertainment industry. McQueen's early years were also marked by a series of scrapes and misadventures that would become the stuff of legend. He was a rebellious teenager who loved to push boundaries and challenge authority, often finding himself at odds with his parents and teachers. One notable incident involved Steve and a group of friends attempting to borrow a car from a local dealership, which ended in a high-speed chase through the streets of Los Angeles. Although he managed to avoid serious trouble, these early escapades foreshadowed the daredevil spirit that would define his later years as an actor. As we explore the formative years of Steve McQueen's life, it becomes clear that the seeds of his later success were sown in these early experiences. The tough, resilient, and adventurous spirit that would come to define him as an actor was forged in the fires of his childhood, shaped by the challenges he faced and the people who influenced him along the way. From the rolling hills of Missouri to the sun-kissed streets of Los Angeles, McQueen's early life was a complex tapestry of experiences that laid the foundation for his remarkable journey to stardom. As McQueen began his acting career, he faced numerous challenges and rejections. With no formal training, he relied on his rugged charm and natural talent to land small roles in film and television. One of his earliest breaks came with a part in the 1955 film Goodyear Television Playhouse, followed by appearances in popular TV shows like Studio One and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. These early experiences helped McQueen hone his craft, but it was his role as Vin Tanner in the 1958 television series Wanted Dead or Alive that truly put him on the map. McQueen's portrayal of the bounty hunter Vin Tanner earned him widespread recognition and critical acclaim. His tough, brooding persona resonated with audiences, and he quickly became a household name. This success paved the way for his transition to film, where he would go on to star in some of the most iconic movies of the 1960s. One of McQueen's most notable early film roles was as Jake Holman in the 1961 movie The Sand Pebbles. Directed by Robert Wise, the film told the story of an American naval engineer stationed in China during the 1920s. McQueen's performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, cementing his status as a leading man in Hollywood. However, it was his roles in The Magnificent Seven and The Great Escape that truly solidified McQueen's position as a Hollywood legend. In John Sturges's 1960 classic The Magnificent Seven, McQueen played Vin Tanner, a tough and charismatic gunslinger who joins a group of mercenaries to protect a Mexican village from bandits. The film's success was a testament to McQueen's ability to bring depth and nuance to his characters, and his chemistry with co-stars Yul Brynner and Charles Bronson is still widely admired today. In The Great Escape, directed by John Sturges in 1963, McQueen starred as Captain Virgil Hiltz, a rebellious American pilot who becomes a key figure in a daring escape plan from a German POW camp. The film's epic scope, combined with McQueen's daredevil spirit and charismatic performance, made it an instant classic. Who can forget the iconic scene where McQueen's character jumps over a barbed wire fence on a motorcycle, defying the authorities and captivating audiences worldwide? As we explore McQueen's remarkable rise to fame, it becomes clear that his success was not solely due to his talent, but also his unwavering dedication and perseverance. He once said, "I'm not an actor, I'm a reactor," highlighting his ability to immerse himself in his characters and bring a sense of authenticity to his performances. McQueen's impact on the film industry extends beyond his own movies. He was a true original, a maverick who refused to be typecast or constrained by traditional Hollywood norms. His influence can be seen in many actors who followed in his footsteps, from Clint Eastwood to Tom Cruise. As the 1960s progressed, McQueen continued to push the boundaries of his craft, taking on more complex and challenging roles. One of his most notable performances was as Frank Bullitt in the 1968 film Bullitt, directed by Peter Yates. The movie's iconic car chase scene, which featured McQueen performing many of his own stunts, is still widely regarded as one of the greatest in cinematic history. McQueen's portrayal of the tough, no-nonsense detective Bullitt cemented his status as a Hollywood legend and solidified his reputation as a master of the action genre. In 1973, McQueen starred in Papillon, directed by Franklin J. Schaffner, alongside Dustin Hoffman. The film told the true story of Henri Charrière, a French convict who attempts to escape from Devil's Island. McQueen's performance as Papillon was widely praised, and the film's success marked a new chapter in his career. However, behind the scenes, McQueen was struggling with personal demons. He had become increasingly disillusioned with the Hollywood system and felt constrained by the traditional studio structure. He began to take on more independent projects, working with smaller studios and emerging directors. This shift allowed him to explore new themes and ideas, but it also led to a decrease in his commercial success. Despite these challenges, McQueen remained committed to his craft, continuing to push himself as an actor and a filmmaker. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, he appeared in a string of films that showcased his versatility, including The Towering Inferno, An Enemy of the People, and Tom Horn. Tragically, McQueen's life was cut short when he passed away on November 7, 1980, at the age of 50 due to complications from mesothelioma, a rare form of cancer. His death sent shockwaves through the film industry, and he was mourned by fans around the world. In the years since his passing, McQueen's legacy has only continued to grow. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of all time, and his influence can be seen in many areas of popular culture. His iconic style, which blended rugged individualism with a sense of vulnerability, has inspired countless imitators and admirers. As we conclude our journey through Steve McQueen's life, it's clear that his impact on the film industry extends far beyond his own movies. He was a true original, a maverick who refused to be typecast or constrained by traditional Hollywood norms. His influence can be seen in many actors who followed in his footsteps, from Clint Eastwood to Tom Cruise. As McQueen once said, "I'm not an actor, I'm a reactor," highlighting his ability to immerse himself in his characters and bring a sense of authenticity to his performances. Today, Steve McQueen's films continue to captivate audiences around the world, and his legacy serves as a reminder of the power of creativity and perseverance. As we look back on his remarkable life and career, it's clear that he will always be remembered as a true Hollywood icon, a man who lived life on his own terms and left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.